What's up, Peak Timers? Phil here from Peak Time Racing. Today we're opening up the latest releases from Hot Wheels RLC and Elite 64. Nissan Skyline GTR R34. And something interesting to note about that name is that it's not listed as the BNR34 like the previous Hot Wheels RLC GTR releases, and they appear to be physically identical. So that's just something to note. But this is another purple version. I'm not really sure why they released a second purple version of a Hot Wheels RLC GTR. I would have liked to see some sort of other different color, but hey, that's okay. This purple does still look really good, and we'll get to compare it to the previous purple release. But let's go ahead and pop this one open and see what it's all about. And yes, I know all the purists are going to say you could pop that open a lot nicer and keep the packaging, but honestly, I'm going to throw the packaging away, so I really don't care. But this is the new purple Nissan Skyline GTR RLC. And looking at the purple color itself, first of all, you can kind of see the metallic sparkle in my lights right there. But this one appears to have like a slight bit of orange tint to it. It's not as like chrome based, it's more of a metallic based paint color. And it's got just like a slight bit of rainbow in it. So it's definitely a different color. We can see those wheels are kind of like a titanium chromish color, which is interesting. I do like that. There's your details right there on the back, and just amazing detail. Obviously Hot Wheels RLC. This one's codenamed the Perp. You can see that right there. There's a little bit of a write-up actually on the back of the card that explains the Perp and the license plate on there. So if you want to pause it, you can read that. But hey, I'm just caring about the car itself here. The hood does open up, so let's go ahead and pop that open. There we go. So we got that open it nicely, and you can see the nice painted engine on the inside right there. Very, very cool. And yeah, overall, I mean, I'm happy with the color. I think it looks nice. I mean, I still just a little bit confused why we need another purple one, but hey, there is our other purple one. So you can just see right off the bat just how different the purples are. So this is a very chrome type of purple, very shiny high gloss purple. It's got the chrome wheels on there. And then this one's more of a metallic purple with that like slight tint of orange in there. So you can compare them side by side. I know you're not gonna be able to fully tell unless I like put them outside in the sunlight, but by all means, you can definitely tell the difference in these colors when you have them side by side. They're very, very different. Wheels identical, everything else pretty much identical as far as details go. You can see the license plates different on them right there, but other than that, they're two amazing colors. I have to say, they do look really, really good. And the Nissan Skyline GTR R34 definitely is fit for a purple color and has the purple ones in real life, and the blue one's a really popular color as well. But overall, I'm quite happy with both of them, and we'll display them side by side, and we'll get some pictures in the future posted on our page here. 1972 Skyline HT2000 GTR, and this Hot Wheels RLC was actually for sale like several months ago, maybe 6 months ago or so, and this one took a long time to ship and be released. I'm not too sure why. You can look on the back right there. You can see the card. If you want to pause it, you can read everything that it says about the car itself. But overall, it's a really cool livery on here. Let's go ahead and pop this open and see what it's all about. And there it is. And wow, it actually is really cool. I like these spoilers. I didn't realize how that spoiler sticks up so much on there. You can see that really nicely. We do have the mirrors on here as well, which is really cool how they have those mirrors. The wheels, I think the wheels suit this car pretty well. It's not really my favorite style of wheel though. No opening doors. I believe we do have an opening hood though. Yeah, so you can see that reverse opening hood. I mean, it doesn't open very much. You can kind of see the engine on the inside. There is engine detail, but it just doesn't open nearly as much as I would like. RLC, it says right there on the back, number 2 on it as well. We got the number 2 on the top. And does my hood look kind of crooked the way I've opened it? Is that me? Did I open it crooked? Yeah, maybe I did. What did I do here? Maybe does the front pop up or something first? I'm not really sure. I think the front maybe pops up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So the front pops up a little bit and then it opens. So maybe I broke it. Did I break my hinge? I think I might have broken my hinge. Okay, so it does open up quite a bit more. Maybe I forced the hinge open, or maybe it's just sitting up like that. I'm not too sure. But here, we'll go ahead and try and push it back in, and we'll see if I can get it back in properly. I don't even know here. Let's see. I might have just broken my RLC because I forced it up a little too much here. No, I can't get that hinge in. So it is some sort of error maybe, or is it just on my part? There we go. I closed it down, but you can see it's sitting crooked and sideways now. I'll have to play around with it some more. I don't know. You guys let me know if you have this car, if you have the same experience as me as that hinge. It seems like this one hinge right here on this side is kind of busted or floppy. You can see how much loose it is sticking out right there. So not too sure about this one. Not my favorite that we just open it up and it kind of breaks, or it's kind of defective right out of the packaging here. I don't really know, but you guys let me know what you think of this one. Hot Wheels Elite 64 Bugatti Type 59 right here. Definitely a very different Elite 64 release. We can see some of the details written on the back of it. It's a 1933 to 1936, just a old school Bugatti. Just definitely not what you would expect, but I don't know. Let's go ahead and open it and see what this is all about. And there it is, very tiny and light feeling right here. Obviously these older style cars were smaller cars as well, but just super tiny feeling right here. Look at the tire combination on there. You can see how just thin those wheel tire combination is as well. Nice detail for the interior right there with that steering wheel. There it is from the bottom right there. And we do have the removable front hood, and well, I mean, let's hope that I don't break this, but it does pull off of somehow. Let's go ahead. There we go. So it pops right off right there, and we can see that big engine on the inside right there. And it's just a little piece that snaps off, so nothing too crazy. I don't think it's gonna break or anything like that. I mean, you can see that engine on the inside. That's a really cool touch to it. Good detail. I mean, for a smaller Hot Wheels car to get it that tiny in the engine right there with that detail there, I think it's very nice. I do appreciate that. Although this style of car is maybe not my favorite. I'm not really big into the older 1930s, 1940s cars or anything like that. But nonetheless, for a different type of Hot Wheels Elite 64, I think it's kind of cool. Hot Wheels Elite 64 Mod Shop 2017 Toyota Tacoma. Something very different that we've never seen before from the Elite 64 line. Have we even seen a Hot Wheels that will do this, where it has all the removable parts and pieces where you can modify it and change things up? I don't know what this is going to be like, but let's go ahead and pop this one open and put it all together. So it's not very often that we get an instruction booklet with the Hot Wheels, but there we have it. And this is how it's displayed in the packaging. Looks like we have a piece of plastic that will go right over, so we can pop that right off right there. And let's go ahead and grab the Tacoma first, and we can get a look at that. So it's got the 68 year of Hot Wheels on the side. Does the rear hatch open? Nope, it does not right there. Got some nice kind of highlighting and stamping on that side with the open sunroof on there, and that I think will come in handy to place parts on there. Nice Toyota detail on that front end. It feels really good quality, have to say that. Metal base, of course, real rider wheel tire combination on there. Overall, I'm happy with the truck just stock like that. I think it looks pretty cool. And let's go ahead and grab, oh, I'm just dropping pieces right here. So some of these fell out right here. So let's move those back. I might even have to look at the instruction booklet here. We'll put that just to the side, but let's go ahead and grab first. Actually, let's just throw out all the parts on the ground right here so they're easy to get to. So we've got them all back there, and we'll have to sort of go through them and see everything that fits. To make this easier for you guys to see without me spending a lot of time building this all up, I'll build mod A so you guys can see it, and then I'll build mod B. This is it in its stock form, so get a close look on how it looks overall, front and rear. And this is what mod A looks like. So we've got some different pieces on the back. We'll start right here. We've got the spare tire that goes on, as well as the gas tank and the, I guess it would be a water tank of some sort on the back. The pieces are very tiny. They are a little bit finicky. It's really more for a static display. You don't really want to play with this once all these things are on, but you can see they made it so that this tire can kind of swing out, and then the gas tank and water tank can swing out as well. But again, it's just connected by one little piece. You can see even when I just touch it right there, you can see how it just comes out. So it's very, very tiny, and you have to be very careful with it. For the rack on the top, we have this piece that went on the top, which is like luggage. We had these side like luggage pieces that went on right there. So on both sides we have those. And we had the new bumper, which is what allowed us to connect these two pieces. And then over on this side, this mirror piece comes off. So we took out the original mirror. So the original mirror on this side stayed, but then this one, it comes right out, and then we can apply that kind of snorkel exhaust system. We do have the rack on the top, which is just pushed on there as well. And on the front, we do have the different bumper as well. So we have a bumper that comes off. So that is what Mod A looks like. You can see even again how finicky these pieces are. When you touch them, they just come off right away. This is Mod B, so it's a little bit more of a stock look. So we have these stock front and rear bumpers put back on. We do have that roof rack on the top, and then we do have this canopy piece, which I think is really cool. So you can kind of remove and put back that canopy piece if you want to. But other than that, it's more or less a stock look. You can even see the snorkel exhaust. We put that mirror back on, but you got to be really careful with these pieces. I've already almost lost this mirror piece. You got to be just very, very careful at where you are when you're putting these pieces together, because they are very, very tiny. But overall, I mean, execution wise, I think they did it, but personally, I'm not a huge fan of all these small pieces. I would have just been okay with a Toyota Tacoma just already all done and without the removal of pieces, and still looking really cool like this. And this is how I'm going to leave it when I display it. It's kind of a little bit of a hybrid between Mod A and Mod B. So essentially, it's all Mod A with the exception of the canopy. So we have the canopy that I've put on here as opposed to having this kind of camping gear style piece. I think this canopy looks cooler. And then we still have the tire on the back and the gas can, water can, and the exhaust that comes out, and then the custom front bumper right there as well. I think that's the best look for this one. And there we have the 4 cars that we opened up today. Comment down below which one's your favorite.